At the beginning of the film, we will be shown a woman named Anna, who is playing a musical instrument called the cello. Then suddenly an old man who was drunk entered. The man was his own stepfather who apparently intended to rape her. When the stepfather was about to open his pants, with all his might Anna kicked the man. Until he bounced and accidentally a sharp object pierced the man's neck, until he died right then and there. For her actions, Anna was taken to the police station and found guilty at trial, until finally she was sentenced to 4 to 9 years in prison. After a medical examination, Anna was then placed in a cell with a beautiful prisoner named Jenny, who would become her best friend. Long story short, that afternoon, Anna and the convicts were allowed to roam the field to build chemistry with other inmates, but at that time Anna was approached by a gang leader named Cody, who suddenly invited Anna to join his delinquent gang. However, because Anna didn't want to have any problems on her first day staying at the prison, she immediately refused the gang leader's invitation. As a result of this refusal, Anna was then dragged into a room by Cody's gang and then tortured until her body was covered in bruises. As a result of this incident, Anna received treatment and Anna was warned by the prison nurse not to cause trouble there.
It's all yours.
After receiving treatment, Anna was summoned by a prison warden named Frank. Then in his room, Frank talks about Anna's background, who is proficient in playing a musical instrument called the cello, but actually Frank's purpose in calling Anna is to offer protection from the cruelty of the Cody gang on the condition that Anna must serve Frank to satisfy his lust. However, because Anna was still innocent, of course she immediately rejected Frank's offer. And after the conversation was over, Anna returned to her cell and began to confide in Jenny about Frank's treatment of her.
Doesn't mess with you anymore.
She did. What happened? You'll see.
Long story short, a few days later Anna was bullied again by a black gang. At that time Anna's head was hit with a ball. Annoyed with the gang, Anna decides to join Cody's gang to get protection from him. But it turns out that getting into the gang is not an easy matter. Cody asks Anna to run into the black gang leader and beat him up, while Cody and her group will record Anna's actions as proof as well as to anticipate if Anna dares to betray them. After the incident, Anna was then locked in an isolation room without using clothes to cover her body. But not long after that, Anna was summoned to Frank's room to be again offered a waiver on the condition that Anna had to do what Frank wanted.
I could put you in there for 2 weeks. Can you imagine what 2 whole weeks would be like?
Not wanting to be returned to the isolation room, Anna finally decided to obey Frank.
You're gonna give me the best blowjob you've ever given. The next day, Anna gathered in the Cody gang room and got a tattoo as a sign that now she is a member of the Cody gang. And from there, Anna also began to know the name of cigarettes after she joined the gang.
Be happy, this is a celebration. All done? Badass, right?
The next day, Anna is visited by her mother, but she does not get happiness because it turns out that her mother still believes that Anna really killed her husband.
You deserve to be in here. You're fucking crazy, Mom! Don't ever come back here.
Then a few hours later when Anna was hanging out with the Cody gang, suddenly they were attacked by a black gang. And a fight was inevitable.
Oh, is that right?
And again, because of that incident, Anna had to deal with Frank, who
who of course was obliged to give her best service, so that she wouldn't be put in the isolation room.
Go ahead and stand up. You take care of me now. Damn. All right, there we go.
Day by day Anna's attitude was changing and getting out of control. This was caused by the mental pressure from Frank's actions and the drugs he always consumed. Until one day when Anna was taking drugs, Cody, who still cared about her, tried to persuade Anna to stop taking them. However, Anna refused and instead screamed, luring the prison officers to come towards them. Anna also threatened to commit suicide, but her plan was thwarted by the officers. After that incident, Anna was again locked up in an isolation room, certainly without using anything to cover her beautiful body. This time Anna felt so stressed and desperate that she tried to commit suicide by slicing her hand with a sharp object. And after the suicide was finished, Anna fainted with a body covered in blood, but not long after that the officers found her, so that Anna immediately received special treatment. And because of this, Anna was forced to be moved to a special room for prisoners with mental disorders, because they thought that Anna was getting more and more dangerous.
I want to see my mom. I'm sorry about earlier.
Hearing that her child had a mental disorder, the mother finally gave in and returned to visit Anna in prison. She told Anna that this was all her fault and he also promised to find a way out to get her out of there.
Then I'll tell him the truth. Talk to the lawyer. I'll talk to the judge.
After finishing with her mother, Frank immediately called Anna to explain everything she had done while in the isolation room. But because Frank likes Anna, he won't mind it, but if Anna repeats her mistake, she will be sent to a more cruel place than where she currently lives. Hearing this, Anna started to get scared and apologized to Frank and promised not to repeat it again. Anna also asked to keep the Cody gang away from her.
Dad, we'll see about that.
Just please keep them away from me.
After a brief meeting with Frank, Anna finally returned to her cell. Then he also began to change and intend to be better and not make any more trouble in the future. But Anna's suffering didn't stop there, because at lunch Anna was again bullied by the Cody gang and the Black gang at the same time. This was because it turned out that Anna had left Cody's gang. Long story short, when night fell, when Anna was cleaning the floor, she was called again by Frank. But this time Anna is told to practice using the cello again, because soon there will be a talent show for the convicts.
Good, come on. Come on. Play it. I want you to practice. I want you to get good.
The next day, Anna got a letter from someone saying that you will die. And not long after, Cody and her accomplice immediately hit Anna and injured her using a sharp object right on her cheek. Even Anna's fingers were stepped on so she couldn't play the cello anymore.
Fuck her up.
After everything was finished, Anna was taken back to the treatment room and this time Frank went straight to Anna to ask about the chronology of events that happened to her. Anna said that Cody was the mastermind behind it all, but savagely Frank still had time to feel Anna's thigh right in front of the nurse who was always the place to vent. After Frank's visit was over, it was time for Anna to return to her cell. But Anna instead stopped by briefly into the nurse's room because she knew that the nurse was someone who upheld justice, so maybe she could be the only person who would believe her. And sure enough, when Anna worked up the courage to talk to the nurse, she was immediately greeted graciously and ready to listen to her stories. Anna also talked about everything Frank had done for her. Then after hearing Anna's sad story, the nurse immediately promised that she would order her older brother, who was very close to the governor figure, to reveal the crimes committed by the prison guards against Anna.
You would do that for me?
My sister's husband works for the governor.
But it turns out that their conversation was discovered by Frank through the CCTV installed in the nurse's room. Knowing this, Frank immediately sent some of Cody's girls to kill the nurse, so that there would be no more obstacles for him to get to Anna. Long story short, the talent show finally arrived. After performances from other group members, now is Anna's chance to show how good she is at playing the cello. And sure enough, her performance was enough to make the others get swept up in the melodies and beautiful tunes sung by Anna. After the talent show ended, Frank approached Anna and brought her the happy news about her parole hearing, which would take place next month. And with this news, Frank immediately gave vent to his lust for Anna.
I've scheduled a parole hearing for you, so you deserve a chance. All of it.
Sure enough, the next day Anna got a letter containing a notification of her conditional trial that she would be carrying out. But Anna is again reminded by Jenny not to just believe Frank. Hearing this advice, Anna immediately started planning something to anticipate all kinds of situations that would be encountered at the trial later.
What does he have to gain if you're gone? I won't be so quick to trust Frank.
Anna then goes to Cody to ask her for help in destroying Frank. Even though there had been a bit of a fight between them, in the end Cody was willing to help Anna. Cody then gave Anna a cell phone, so she could record the lecherous act that Frank was about to commit.
Do you want to do this?
Got no choice.
On off. It's really easy.
Anna went straight to Frank's room to do the action. Frank tells Anna that this is the last service for him because soon Anna will leave prison and make herself lonely. Anna, who is ready with her camera, immediately complied with Frank's wishes while recording these depraved activities. Long story short, court time arrived. Anna was asked several questions about the reasons why she should be released, where Anna replied that her attitude had changed 180 degrees after she was in prison. Hearing this, the court began to negotiate about what decision to give to Anna. They also saw Anna's curriculum vitae, which was very far from being a crime, and even tended that Anna was a good and smart child, which made the court decide to release Anna.
I'm really sorry. I was young and stupid. I feel terrible that it happened.
But when Frank spoke up, he said that Anna shouldn't have been released earlier on the grounds that Anna had to be moved first due to a case she committed a year ago. Hearing this from the head of the prison made the trial court again distrust Anna and cancel her parole. Anna, who knew that a situation like this would occur, immediately took out her cell phone and showed an embarrassing video of what she did with the head of the prison. And the video immediately reaped the pros and cons so that the court decided to immediately arrest Frank.
What the hell is this?
It's obviously
Officer, get her out of here. Officer, please detain this man. You have a lot of explaining to do.
The trial court also appreciated Anna's courage in exposing all the rot in this prison. And the film closes with a cello game performed by Anna in a place called the Conservatory.
Don't come back.